can I go a single YouTube video without having a suspicious lump in the corner? No. Hello my precious everyone, welcome back to my channel. I was trying to make a D&D video, but I don't think I have enough time for it. So expect one soon, but not yet. Today I am making a what to bring to a convention slash what's in my con bag type of video. This is mostly directed at people who haven't been to conventions before or always find that they're kind of unprepared while they're there, so you can see what I bring. As a quick disclaimer, to be completely honest, I am the con mom friend. I am the one where in my friend group, if anyone's missing anything, they turn to me, so I bring all the things to fix the cosplay and stuff. So if you are traveling with friends or somebody else who has more of that con mom personality or who's gonna bring some stuff for you, a lot of this you might not need to bring. This is like a fully packed, fully loaded kind of situation, so feel free to leave off or bring more stuff as needed. I am a list maker type of person, so I have a list of things to bring to a hotel to keep on track for conventions, and then I also have a list of things to pack in my actual con bag that I'm bringing to the con. Let me know if you're interested in having a little video. It would probably be pretty short, but about the stuff I bring to the hotels for conventions to serve as kind of a checklist. If anyone else is interested in that sort of thing, let me know, but if it's unnecessary, then I don't need to make it. But with that, I will finally show you my bag. This is the literal bag that I bring to cons, and I checked my actual list of all the stuff I bring. Ta-da! I have this, like, I think it's a Loungefly Lilo and Stitch bag. As you can see, this bag is quite large. It is a whole tote bag sort of situation. I know some people are concerned with having their bags match their cosplay. I'm not really that kind of person. I just set my bag aside or leave it with my friend whenever people are taking photos of me, so it doesn't really ruin my cosplay. Just make sure if you do set your bag down somewhere, it's in like a safe location, and you should probably leave it with someone just to make sure nobody wanders off with it while you're taking photos. But because I am the con mom friend and I have a bunch of stuff to pack, I would recommend getting a big tote bag like this if you're the one expected to be carrying most of the stuff, or if you're traveling by yourself and you need a lot of stuff to maintain your cosplay. You can, of course, get themed ones, and you know, this is still cute and nerdy, but I wouldn't be too concerned about making sure your bag matches your cosplay, and just do that if you have like extra time and you really want to commit to it, you know? Some of my friends at cons don't even bring a purse or have pockets, so I do have some extra space on the top, but I like to have that instead of transferring to a smaller bag so I can hold some of my friends' stuff. Up top, I just have these, these ballet flats, because a lot of times I wear heels to cons, and in case they get too uncomfortable and my feet really start to hurt, I don't want to have to go back to the hotel, or if you don't have a hotel room, it's helpful to have a change of shoes. And it's also nice that I have extra room there, because my heels a lot of times are these big heeled boots, so I'll still be able to fold them up and fit them in the bag. I also have some water here. I was literally drinking out of this earlier, so maybe have this filled. I'm sure some conventions have some sort of food and water policy, but none that I've went to, and I imagine it doesn't come up very often, so for sure pack some snackies. A lot of times cons are like too busy anyway, where they won't really hand check your bags. They more so put you through like a security machine, and then if you have something like metal or something in there, it'll go off. So you can totally sneak some snacks in, but most of the time it's totally allowed anyway. Please bring snacks. Bring more than one granola bar, by the way. This was just for demonstration purposes, especially if your friends are probably gonna ask you for snacks. There are so many times and so many like jokes about like, haha, I don't eat or drink anything at cons, and like, I know it's easy to forget, but it is quite serious and people do faint in conventions sometimes, so please remember to eat and drink regularly. Plus, it's good to bring snacks because the foods in cons are notoriously overpriced, and many bigger cons take place in cities where the nearby restaurants might be overpriced as well, so just like, you know, save yourself some money. Moving on, of course, bring your wallet. Highly recommended. My ID's in here. A phone charger. They don't tend to have that many charging places there, but there are a few. And also some of the panel rooms will have outlets to charge your phone. This is very important. You'll likely be wearing this. This is the con badge. Make sure your con badge or your ticket's in there, okay? I probably should have started with that, to be honest. And I also am filming off of my phone, but I keep my phone in here. If you have a lot of stuff in your bag like I do, a lot of them have little pockets inside, so I would honestly keep your phone in there so it doesn't accidentally fall out or you panic because it gets lost in all the other stuff in here. Along with that, I have this little bag. This is what I keep like a lot of my hair supplies in. I have hair ties in here, bobby pins in here, and then I usually have safety pins in here. If they're not in here, I should put them in here. This is my little repair bag. And similarly, I have like a cosplay upkeep bag. Okay, if I'm being realistic, I don't actually put them in their own bag like this, but you probably should. My bag gets really jumbled because I don't organize it well. I just throw everything in there. So don't be like me. Kind of separate your stuff out to the best of your ability. This is actually a wig bag. I got it again for demonstration purposes. I have a wig comb here. If you also have a wig conditioner, like a small spray or something like that, that would be good to bring because wigs get extremely messy at cons. Something about the con air just ruins wigs. I also have this tape. It's like body tape. I use it for a lot of cosplays, especially if you know, they're a little big in the chest area, so if I bend over, they're not just hanging out. I usually tape it literally to my body and it sticks, but sometimes after being really sweaty, the tape can get loose, which is why I keep extras. I also have spirit gum. I haven't always had to bring this, but if you have anything you need to use spirit gum to keep down, it's really tiny, so it couldn't hurt to bring a little extra in case, again, it gets sweaty, it gets ripped off for whatever reason, you can reapply it. And I also usually bring a contacts case. Be careful to make sure these are closed because there's like liquid inside and you don't want it to get everywhere. But if your eyes are getting irritated or dried out, it can be good to have a place to put your colored contacts if you're wearing them. And I forgot to put it in here, but I am a glasses wearer, so I would put this here so I can dispense these contacts, and then I would also bring a protective glasses case so if I need to swap out, I can put my glasses on just to give my eyes a break. But make sure it's a sturdy case so your glasses don't get crushed in the con bag. I usually bring, just in case, some extra stuff to fix up my makeup, especially like my lashes. Like my false lashes fall off a lot, so I would bring extra lash glue, and I would honestly bring their case because sometimes they can irritate me, so I would bring the case so you could take them off. It's good to know the kind of stuff that bothers you so you can think ahead like that. If you don't wear false lashes or they don't bother you at all or they always stay on, maybe you won't need to bring that kind of thing. But for me, I bring extra stuff like that that I know bothers me just so I can look out for future me. And then, you know, a lot of people like to touch up their lip gloss or anything like that. I would maybe have a separate little baggie with makeup reapplication things. And then we're getting to the miscellaneous stuff at the bottom of my bag, like deodorant. There's travel size stuff, so maybe get like a tiny deodorant. Sometimes I bring a tiny perfume, especially my bodysuits. They just get so sweaty that I would like to smell nice. Hand sanitizer is very important. I would honestly maybe put this in a little pocket with your phone and wallet too because you'll probably be using it a lot. This might be me going overboard here, but it's flat, so I just have this on the bottom. It's these little antibacterial wipes. You know, you can pack tissues. I actually even have a little lint roller down here, but this is probably me being dramatic. You probably don't need a lint roller. And then also in my side pocket, I have extra pads. I even have this little mirror. A lot of people use their phones, so something like this might not be necessary. But just so you can check how your makeup is, how your eyes are, you know, are your lashes falling off while you're on the go. And then I also have my business cards in that little side pocket because when I'm at cons, if anyone asks to take a photo of me, I go, thanks, if you post it, you can tag me on social media and I'll give them one of these. And just another thought before I close this off. storing stuff like this in a wig bag actually might be a good idea, because I know sometimes having a wig on your head all day can really start to irritate you too. So if you bring the wig bag to the wig that you're wearing, it could be empty and store stuff. But if you ever find your wig is irritating you or giving you a headache and you need to take it off, your wig bag is right there, so you can take off your wig and put it in the bag and still enjoy the con. These are just some ideas. I know a lot of them are very obvious and practical, like bringing your phone and wallet, but also a lot of it is just being cognizant not only of the things you'll need to maintain and upkeep your cosplay while the day's going, but just knowing that as the day goes on, things will probably become more and more uncomfortable, so you want to make sure you have stuff on hand to do little swaps and take care of yourself so you don't get completely overwhelmed. And see, it all fits back in here, and this time it's not even peeking out of the top. Sometimes holding a bag like this can be heavy, so if you are traveling with friends or someone else and you're in charge of most of the stuff, it couldn't honestly hurt to ask to swap around who's holding it every so often so your arms don't become really tired. I did find I usually hold it in the crook of like my elbow at cons. Like at the end of the day it would be sore, so I should honestly probably ask people to help me more often than I do, but that's also something to be aware of. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to you in any way. Is there something I missed? Is there something you always bring to cons that I just forgot to mention? Do you think this is complete overkill? I recognize it probably is for a lot of people, but this is just the way I am. In my opinion, it usually pays to be prepared, and if you ever find that this is impractical, with experience you can leave out the stuff you find you're not using. I've also wanted to bring like a mini fan because it gets really hot, but I don't own one yet, so I'll probably put that in there once I get it. But this is all for today, so thank you my precious everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!